every generation thinks that the next one is broken. The previous generation thought that we played video games too much, and before that it was watching too much TV. Before that it was listening to too much radio, and prior to that it was reading too many books, and so on and so forth. So is us being worried about Gen Alpha rotting their brains away and obliterating their attention spans by scrolling their lives away on TikTok and other social media, just the cycle repeating itself? And eventually, will the history books look back on us and think, oh, look how much they overreacted? But in my very limitedly educated opinion, I don't think that this is just another case of that. I think that social media isn't just another amplified degree of entertainment after TV, radio, or young adult novels. I believe that social media is an entirely different entity when it comes to the addictive and compulsive aspects surrounding it. I do hope that we as a species could realize that we may not look back at ourselves and think that we old folks were just overreacting, which would actually be a comparatively pleasant outcome. But instead, it's entirely possible that we could look back on social media the same way that we look back on how we put lead in our paint and petrol, how we were using asbestos as a building material, the invention of cigarettes, and to think to ourselves, oh, good grief, what were you thinking? There was a time when the telephone was just invented and where people just didn't know how to use it. People would call at every hour of the night. They'd not say hello and just start talking as soon as the other side picked up. So on the brighter side of things, I think that we should believe and be optimistic and trust that we as a species will eventually develop a more hygienic culture around smartphones and this chaotic environment of information bombardment, and that if we make it through, we'll be a lot better off.